Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, 13 minutes after the hour. Y'all sitting in from Alfreda's, who's out with the flu this morning. We got the one and only from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, the one and only, our girl, Shamia, in the building.
So happy to be here, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. It's Monday, January 12th. Alfreda's out this morning, but guess what? You got me, and I have you covered. So here are your morning news headlines. President Trump is set to be considering military options in Iran and following through on his threat to attack after anti-government protests in the country have turned more deadly. This week marks the third week of protests in Iran. And as of yesterday, about 580 people have reportedly been killed and over 10,000 people have been detained by authorities since the unrest began. The protests began in response to Iran's struggling economy and soaring inflation following years of sanctions from the United States and other nations. Also in other news, after 2 runs, Stacey Abrams is stepping out of the 2026 race for the governor of Georgia. Yep, Stacey Abrams ran campaigns as the Democratic nominee back in 2018 and 2022 before losing to the current Republican governor, Brian Kemp. The list of candidates for Georgia governor now include former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, Derek Jackson, and Michael Thurman, just to name a few. The primaries take place on May 19, 2026. And lastly, Barbie, y'all. Barbie is launching its first autistic doll in an effort to represent how people with autism spectrum disorder experience the world around them. The doll will be available online and in stores later this year. Those are the top stories in the front page today. Now here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Oh, y'all see Negroes in here trying not to laugh when she read about that Barbie doll. Y'all need to stop.
Say, man, don't throw it to me after that.
Yeah, I know. Barbie finna come out with a little Daryl doll, everything. Oh, man, everybody in here trying their best. When nobody looking, when she read this, when everybody looked off, when nobody look at each other. Everybody just put their hand on their chin and just looked off.
That's going to be a strong
Looked off like they were looking into the sun. So everybody trying to act like they didn't hear. Y'all heard Bobby coming out. Go ahead, Rock.
Hey, man. Let's get to the NFL playoffs real quick, man. L.A. Rams beat the Carolina Panthers, squeaking by the Panthers by the hair of their chinny chin. Buffalo Bills beat Jacksonville. Josh Allen survives a close one. And how about the 49ers eliminating the Super Bowl champion Philadelphia Eagles? Chargers lose to the Patriots. That old school defensive dog fight right there. But how about the Chicago Bears' shocking comeback win to beat the Green Bay Packers?
Moving guys around. Fires to the end zone. And it is broken up. The Bears win it in a crazy one.
First playoff win since 2010. Come on, Brad. They were down 18 points at one point. They were down 27-16 with less than 7 minutes to go in the game. Quarterback Caleb Williams led back-to-back touchdowns. Look, I know it's just a wild card round of the playoffs. No need to get too excited, but that was a big win for the Bears.
That dude
Come on, dog. Yes,
he
sir.
came and turned that whole program around.
Let me tell you something, man. I'm jumping on the bandwagon, doggone. I'm rooting for the Bears now, doggone it, since my Detroit Lions ain't playing. But that was an amazing game. We'll get more into it in my next sports report. Good morning, Briggity Tech.
Man, good morning, Rock T. Guess what, man? The Golden Globes went down last night, and our girl took one home. I got the details up next in the hot spot on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
The hot spot.
Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot. In this hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, 29 before the top of the hour, y'all. It's time for the hot spot with the one and only, Da Brat. Good morning.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, everybody. I'm your girl, Brat Tat Tat, and this is the hot spot where we bring you music, movies, and more. So let's get off into it. Well, y'all, the Golden Globes went down last night, and it was a huge moment for Teyana Taylor, the Grammy-nominated singer, actress, dancer, everything. She picked up her first ever Golden Globe, winning Best Supporting Actress in a Motion Picture for her role as Perfidia Beverly Hills in One Battle After Another. Now, Teyana beat out some heavy hitters, y'all, in the category, including Emily Blunt, Elle Fanning, Ariana Grande, and more. And when her name was called, oh man, y'all, she was visibly emotional, bursting into tears and delivering a heartfelt acceptance speech that had the room locked in. Here's what she had to say, y'all.
First, Father God, in the name of Jesus, I thank you and I praise you for every part of this faith walk, every lesson, every test, and every blessing. Thank you to the Golden Globe voters for seeing me and reminding me that purpose always finds this moment. To my tribe, oh my God, my grounding force, my joy, my daily reminder that love is an action, not just a word. And everything I do is rooted in that truth. And last, but most importantly, to my brown sisters and little brown girls watching tonight, our softness is not a liability. Our depth is not too much. Our light does not need permission to shine. We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter and our dreams deserve space. Thank you so much, everybody.
Beautiful. Proud of her.
Lord,
She was amazing.
Wasn't she?
Brad, didn't you know she was going to take something home when she hit the red carpet in that custom Schiaparelli gown?
When I tell you she was so bad. Look, she don't play about the fashion. In her body, she can wear anything. She can wear anything. And she steps out. She ate. She absolutely ate. Man, I'm so proud of her. She's worked so hard for so long. I mean, she's been the you know.
She really
people,
has.
Yeah, like
I mean, I remember
underdogs.
my first time I fell in love with her when she was doing that thing with
Kanye
West.
I loved it when I saw that when she did that silhouette, honey.
Yeah, years
And the
ago,
fact that
she
she
was
been
on-
through so much, bruh, she been through so much, but sometimes, boy,
so
God,
much.
sometimes, man, God ain't gonna bless you with new furniture until your house
right.
is clean.
I wonder
on
how your
now.
mom feel this morning.
Huh?
Come
I wonder
on,
how your mom, her ex, feel this morning.
I would have my phone off because she was looking like a bacon and
baby,
egg sandwich.
You
She
know,
looked
and
good.
She was signed to Kanye's label for so long and just done wrong and put on the shelf. And then before that, she was signed to Pharrell. I first seen her on My Sweet 16. Years ago. Like, she was amazing then. She was a little skateboard girl. It was so, I mean, she's so deserved. She has worked so hard. This is a major career milestone and well deserved and win for Tiana Taylor. So congratulations.
Happy for her.
Absolutely. Also at the show last night, the movie Sinners won a Golden Globe for Best Cinematic and Box Office Achievement. Sinners brought in over $366 million worldwide against a $90 million budget. So congratulations go out to Ryan Coogler, Michael B. Jordan, and that entire team. So congratulations to us. You know what I'm saying? And for just doing it and working hard and showing up. All right, I want to get into some more stuff, but my time done ran now. Dang, we're going to have to wrap up the hot spot on that note. But for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media. So Brat. Coming up next, oh, Lord, we got Rock T's Joke of the Day.
Oh, yeah.
Come on, dog.
Oh, the time now. Pray for us. It's 25 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley the Morning Show. Ladies and gentlemen, it is about that time for Rock T's Joke of the Day. Bring it home, dog. Get this new year started off right.
What kind of shoes?
We didn't do good last week, but we got another opportunity.
Lord Jesus.
What are frogs' favorite kind of shoes to wear?
What are frogs' favorite kind of shoes to wear?
Open-toed sandals. Come on, Brad.
Shamil, do you get that?
Ribbit.
Huh? You don't get it? Gary?
No, I don't
like
get
toad, like toad.
No, but
A
don't.
frog is a toad. I'm trying to
Oh, he
think
said toad.
Open-toed sandals.
Open-toed sandals.
Oh.
Yeah.
Man, that was terrible as
That
hell.
sure
Brad,
Don't even ask me.
Brad.
Just pass me by.
Come on,
I
Craig.
think he said rip it, like rip it.
Rib it, nothing. We can get we can't even add nothing to that.
I'm rushing to it.
That's a frog's favorite kind of shoe. Open-toed sandals.
You made it worse when you said it again.
Okay, Gary,
twice?
Gary got a frog in his throat now.
Yes.
Oh, that's a good one. That's better.
Capital G, capital A, capital O, capital T.
B-I-C-T-H.
Job. J-O-B.
E-L-G-S-E-S, Eagle!
It's time for Gary's Word of the Week.
And you know this, man.
You got darn right. All right, y'all, it is time to expand your vocabulary with the word of the week. Gary's going to provide us with a new definition and explain how to use the word in a sentence. Gary's so happy to have you this morning. Lord woke you up this morning and slid you in your house shoes and got you on your way this morning in order to be here safe and sound to give us another word of the week.
That's good. Shamia, it's so nice to see you too. And My word of the week, they be giving me these words, honey, and they know doggone well it's hard for me to pronounce because my tongue is heavy. So,
come on, heavy tongue.
So it's
so heavy laden.
But anyway, y'all, this week's word, y'all, is ebullient. Ebullient.
Close. The last.
Close. Yeah, that one bad. That's
ebullient.
Put them all together.
Put it together.
Yeah, put it together.
Ebullient.
Close.
Almost, yeah.
Ebullient.
I would say ebullient.
Yeah, just be smooth with it now.
Oh,
Write it on out. Use that tongue.
Right now.
Ebullient.
Everybody had that one student in that class, that one classmate you be waiting on them to read where you can laugh.
Yes, sir.
Talking about the teacher said, D. Dumbass. D. You know all them rap songs, but you can't spell D. It's one syllable. Talking about D. Hey, Rock.
Yeah, dog.
Well, the man, that Coach Weeks, he used to go off. He was a coach, but he taught history. D. It's D. D. Damn, y'all dumb. But you know all them rap songs. That's why they got y'all out here in this class right here with them low test scores. Y'all don't do nothing on the California teacher test.
Oh, my God. It's ebullient.
Uh-huh. Yeah, just that.
Ebullient?
There you go.
Breathe.
Ebullient?
That's it.
Ebullient.
Stop right there. Don't mess it up.
Ebullient.
Yep. Put it in part.
So,
now put it in the sentence. You want to get a definition?
Now, the definition of ebullient. That's it?
Yeah.
Oh, where's the definition?
You can't pronounce adjective. You see that word adjective next to it.
Okay, the definition.
Wait a minute. You see how he tried to act like, but he could pronounce that next word, which is adjective. It's adjective.
Adjective.
Isn't that no, that's adjective.
No,
it's not an A in there.
There is the A, the first letter.
Gary, go ahead. It's an adjective.
Just go ahead, Gary.
Okay, and the definition is cheerful and full of energy.
Yeah. And use it in a sentence.
It's a happy time at my house when I receive services from my contractor, Lickum
Larry.
Lickum Larry, because he always so ebullient when he's on duty.
Who wrote that?
I tried to go to the military, man. I took a test and flunked. They call it an ASVAB. Man, that recruiter picked me up and took me out to dinner. I went to Ponderosa. I had that big potato with that steak. What? Man, I took the test and flunked the test, man. I couldn't get his ass back on that phone. I knew something wasn't right. But I'd already lied and told everybody I was going to the military. I'm like, look, I got the brochures. I had some brochures. I leave, I think, next Wednesday. Man, that recruiter called me and told me I wasn't going. My other two friends, they went. I was sad in the hell. They was like, Mike, man, we love you, bro. I said, damn, man, I was sad. I'd already told everybody I was leaving. I said, I got to get out of here. I got to do something. So I went to prison. I said, I'm going to...
Hold it. He's half man, half woman. It's Gary. I want to hip you to the teeth. It's Gary, baby.
All right, 7 minutes after the hour, Gary has the tea and the color of the day. Gary.
Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, America. Good morning, Shamia. Good morning to you. It's Monday.
Happy to have you, Shamia. In the building.
Yeah.
Real Housewives of Atlanta.
Yes, a beautiful
And holding the peach, Gary.
Yes, she is, baby. It's been holding a peach, baby, honey. We hope that don't turn into a prune. But anyway.
Don't throw no shade. Don't throw no shade.
I would never not to Shamia. Here's what's happening in celebrity news. Oh, Shamia, this is such a touching story. It hurts my heart, Brett. I know you're going to feel the same way. Y'all, they're saying that Rihanna built, y'all, Fenty Beauty, honey, into one of the most powerful beauty brands in the world. But they say from record-breaking launches, y'all, to redefining inclusivity in cosmetics, they say the brand quickly became a global standard. But they say now, honey, the fans are starting, honey, to ask an uncomfortable question. Is Fenty Beauty struggling, honey? They're saying rumors about financial trouble, y'all, have been quietly circulating for months. But they say, honey, got louder after an article last month claimed, y'all, that LVMH, y'all, Rihanna's business partner, y'all, in the brand, may be looking to cut ties and sell off its equity stake in Fenty. Now, according to the reports, they're saying slower sales have allegedly, y'all, honey, behind the potential exit. And they said at the time, many fans, y'all, brushed it off as speculation. They're saying now, honey, that, however, social media is adding fuel to the fire. They say from Sephora to TJ Maxx, fans spot Fenty, y'all, at discount stores, Shamia.
Well, I've been using Fenty all morning, glossing my lips.
Yeah.
And then they got my money.
Oh, well, we're glad you helped them. Baby, they say this girl stuff is at
So is it Fenty?
Uh-huh,
It's
Fenty.
Oh, that's with the two F's, like one upside down?
No, that's
Fendi.
Fendi.
That's Fendi.
Let's get the F's together.
Oh, I don't know.
He's so rich.
Y'all know I shop at TJ Maxx.
Well, baby, honey, they said this girl stuff at TJ Maxx. And Marsha, did you get yours, Shamir, from TJ Maxx?
No, I got it from Sephora.
Oh, from Sephora?
On Instacart.
Oh, from Instacart. Oh.
Yeah.
Brad, what about you? I know you're a Fenty girl.
I get it in the mail. Thank you.
Oh,
She has a subscription.
yeah.
The rich stuff, right?
Yes, baby, she getting a
Right, they rich as hell, right?
Ain't they some, baby?
No,
Now, this girl going to
that's
Sephora,
been-
baby. Hers coming to her house. Oh.
Whatever, Gary.
Yeah, that's all right, because Jesus knows, honey. Well, we're going to keep her lifted in prayer, y'all, because they say Beyonce and her still may be fueled and stuff, but that might be, I hope Beyonce not behind this. But this girl
Gary,
stuff not selling.
You reaching, Gary.
Now,
Just
come
go
on.
to the next
Well, you
thing,
just never
baby.
know. But girl, this girl starting got to Marsh and then TJ Maxx. When you're going out the aisle, baby, she right there on the Ooh, that's not cute. But anyway, we're going to keep
So
up.
we had to check our counter.
Baby, they say
At Home Good, that's when you get all the
They,
good
had
stuff.
they have all that old candy up there. I was like, what? It's expired.
Yes, honey. So, girl, they say that's how this girl stuff getting, honey, at the aisle, honey, right when you leave out the store. But it's all good. We love Rihanna. Huh? She going to do a new album soon and make all that money
Out
right
with
back.
the old and in with the newest. New products every week.
There you go.
Is that what that is?
Yes,
Oh.
and then the old ones do get sold in places like that because it's
There you
it's
go.
an old line.
Oh, ooh. I thought they disposed there. I thought y'all just
No, they
there.
send it over to Kenya.
As much as you go to Nordstrom's Rack, I know you ain't sitting up here talking about nobody. Go ahead, man.
Moving on, child. Other celebrity news, y'all.
You move on now.
Dr. Cheyenne Bryan, baby, this girl is speaking out, and I think what she's saying is true. Now, she said, y'all, that she would never date a man making less than $50,000 or less, honey. And they said the fans were split behind it. Now, the relationship expert, honey, she has sparked a heated online debate, y'all, after revealing that she would never date a man who makes $50,000 a year or less, or he earns significantly y'all less than she does. Now, according to her, they say it's not about looking down on anyone, and I believe that. Now, Dr. Bryan explained, y'all, that her stance is rooted in power dynamics, not judgment. She said, y'all, that she does not discriminate against men who make less, but believes, y'all, that the imbalance would ultimately be unfair to the man, which is true. And in her view, she said a partner who earns far less could feel inadequate, uncomfortable, or unable to provide within her lifestyle. And here's what she said.
Would you take a high-functioning man making $50,000 a year?
That wouldn't fit my lifestyle. It's not the judgment of the dollar amount.
What is
it's
it?
because of where I'm at in my lifestyle, so it wouldn't be equally yoked. And so if I got with a man who was making $50,000, I would be the breadwinner and I would be taking full care of him because the lifestyle that I have for myself and my family wouldn't be fair to him because he would come in and he wouldn't even be able to slightly provide. But it goes further than that because psychologically, that would impair that man. I have yet to meet a man who doesn't want to be able to add or provide when he is saying, I'm ready to be a husband and I'm ready to be a father.
Now I have an argument.
What?
If he keeping gas in the car, washing the cars, doing stuff around the house, helping with everything, okay, making sure things are fixed, making sure you're taken care of and you're protected, and he blowing that back out. I'm talking about blowing it out. I'm talking about blowing it out, blowing it out. I mean, come on.
No.
That's adding six figures for me. That's if you blow that back out right. Now we at 150.
But hell, that's for how long, though, Shania? How long?
Long as he blow it
blow
out.
that back out. Have
That's real
better.
talk. If that man bringing you peace, love, comfort, protection, or whatever, and blowing that back out and being nice, you sitting up with you in church and opening up the door or whatever, versus somebody that make all that money that don't do half of that.
Well,
Think
but like
about it
she
now.
said, though,
I'm just giving y'all something
she
to
said,
think
but
about.
some men may struggle with confidence, masculinity, or feelings, honey, of unfulness, y'all, usefulness, I'm sorry, if they cannot contribute at the same level of financial.
If he's secure driving that motor train and coming home making sure you good, or whatever, and he a real man and he ain't jealous or insecure, well, hey, what time your event is? All right, baby, what suit I need to wear? Okay, I'm going to drive you down to make sure you good.
That's right. You just can't be jealous or insecure. Yeah. That's the key word.
Yes.
It's some good, right. Say it again.
You cannot be jealous or insecure. You got to be,
You cannot be, right. But they usually be, though. They usually get to that point eventually from the start. No, I'm not like that. But then later on down the line, when you start looking like, honey, Mr. Shamir, it start changing. So, yeah.
Some of them, Gary, but there's some good people out there that can help balance it out, though.
Yeah, well, you need to have a balance out with your money.
You can become a team.
Well, yeah.
Just like a man that make money can go and get a woman that's a waitress, but she'll come in the house and make a house a home.
Yes.
Or whatever. And then next thing you bring her up to your level.
Come on.
And she good.
Yeah, but then after eventually you start looking at his co-worker that's making the money like he making it and his wife not. Then
you talking about TJ? What is he talking? What his name? He talking about TJ
Holmes.
TJ. Everybody ain't like that.
Well, but 99.9 is. So,
Gary, give us a color today.
But anyway, so I'm sorry, but we just got to keep it. I'm not mad at the doctor, though, honey. You got to be equally yoked. Financially, and
it's gonna be hard to find somebody that makes six figures that's gonna do all of that I just named.
Yeah, well. All right, the color today, honey, is one of my favorite colors. My color today, y'all, is chili oil. On the high end, you say chili oil, and on the low end, you say brownish red. That's your color for today.
Y'all give it up for Gary with the tea. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley morning show. I got your wake up call. Y'all get at me right now. 8669 Rickey. Here we go.
Wake up. It's time to get yourself together. Get it together. You up this morning. Sleep you in your house shoes. Go and be better. Wake up. Encourage each other and be productive. The Rickey Smiley morning show. Wanna know where you calling from? So come on and tell us and just wake it up.
Hey, this is Liz from Rocky Mount, North Carolina. Calling to wake up everybody around. My wife, my kids, king and priest. Let's go.
This is Travis. I'm calling from Cleveland. I want to tell all my New Door Church family, wake up, wake up, wake up.
Hi, I'm Jonica calling from Greenville, South Carolina. Wake up to my man Steven and my son Josiah. Wake up, wake up, wake up.
Good morning. It's Sabrina calling from Tampa. I would like to wake up my grandson Tamarie. Let's go. We love you, Ricky. We need to let go of Black Tony. Have a good day.
What's yours? Because we going to let them know. Charleston, wake up. Baton Rouge, wake up. Tallahassee said, wake up. Wake up. Come on, Montgomery, wake up. Columbus, wake up. And Albany, wake up. Wake up.
I appreciate that, Brad.
You're welcome, Ricky.
All right, y'all. Jeff Johnson got 3 things you need to know. We got that coming up next. Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Y'all listen. I don't have a lot of time, but I want to really hit in real quick, y'all. This morning, I want to talk about power and not really politics as noise. Many of you know, and some of you may not know, that President Trump is pissed. He is pissed at 5 members of the GOP that went against him and voted to advance the war powers resolution that really stops the White House current and future actions in Venezuela. Y'all know it almost never happens. And so instead of respecting that check, Trump reportedly called every one of those Republican senators and threatened their political futures.
What?
And we all know when a president pressures his own party for doing their constitutional job, especially on war, that's not strength. We know it's intimidation. But I think it's a good sign, Rick, in showing that there are more and more Republicans that actually are like, wait a minute, I want to support the Constitution more than I want to support Trump. Now zoom out, because there's even more. We now have a president that has, in a real way, threatened indictment against the Fed. And the Federal Reserve, as many of you know, is not under the responsibility of the President of the United States. It's not supposed to be a political wing. But the Fed, in setting interest rates, in setting aspects of the economy, is supposed to be free to do that. And seldom to never have we seen a president of the United States try to use the Fed solely for political purposes. And this is scary because what it means is there are a whole lot of things that can be shifted as a result of Trump pushing the Fed to put the interest rates in place, to do mortgages the way that he wants to. And so my hope is that Congress will step in and block him there as well. But I think what's interesting, Rick, and I don't know if we talk about this enough, is that with all of this, do you know that Americans actually know about civics and politics less than almost anybody else in the world? Over the last 60 years, especially since civil rights, we've seen a constant reduction in civics being taught in schools. Right. From the 60s, when we started to see the shift, and I really think that was because of civil rights. In the 80s, we started to see even more of a reduction. In 2000s, we saw people focusing on testing and not on civics as a subject that needed to be taught. And what that means is the more you can create a ignorant populace and electorate as it relates to civics, the more you can do anything you want to do. And it's what we're seeing right now when people don't know the difference between what a president does and a mayor does, when they don't even know what the Federal Reserve is, when they don't know what a War Powers Act is. You're able to trick them and say anything. And we see that with this party more than we've seen it in any other time in history. And it is a frightening thing. But the piece is we have to be responsible for teaching our babies, our communities, our schools, what this stuff means. And Rick, it's not just to go out and vote, because I don't think that's what civics is about. Civics is about understanding the law well enough to know that even if you decide not to, you know what it means. And we can have that debate, bro, but because I know where you are on it and I'm in the same place. Yeah. But when you know the laws and you can push to fight, to change the system, to disrupt the system, and in some cases to impact the system in your best interest, that is what the real power is about. And that's not just voting. That is being involved in civics at every single level. So I hope that we get that, and I hope that this moment in time pushes us. But I'm excited to see folks in the GOP going against this president in a real way, in a way I don't think we've seen, at least in this second administration.
Yeah. Yeah, that's crazy. I'm just waiting on the midterm election, Jeff, because we got to get some balance. It's bad.
It is bad.
Bad, Jeff. I never thought that I would become an adult to see the things that and I've been following presidential politics since I was 6 years old. I would sit there and watch Gerald Ford speech, just sit in front of the TV, and my grandmother had all those Life magazines with JFK assassination. I've been interested in politics since then. And I never would have thought, and I thought Bush was bad. I never thought that we would be at this level right here. All right, Jeff, hey, we'll hit you up, man. Love you, Jeff. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, Rickey Smiley Morning Show, check it off. Been going down with John Lyon on the 1 and 2. Hey, what up, John?
I'm good, man. You don't know, just got big up everybody, man. I thought it with me in the club them over the weekend. And, of course, hit me up on the gram at JAH Lion Sound.
JAH Lion Sound. Hey, y'all, appreciate you, big dog.
Hey, my pleasure, man. You done, though.
Yes, sir. What's the day's date? What's the, Gary?
12th?
It's what?
Monday the 12th.
It's the 12th.
Black Tony.
Hey, what's up, son? I'm not there today.
The 12th of January. You started
the year off wrong. I ain't doing.
You know, let me say, just because you came to work when the morning show was on vacation, it does not, what's the word?
Exempt him from
not coming to work like everybody else.
Ain't nobody trying to do that.
Did you go to church yesterday? Did you go to church yesterday?
You need to step back. I'm glad you brought that up. I'm so glad you brought that up. And I'm going to church today, too. Because you got to understand, I'm taking a religious holiday right now, today.
What is that?
Yeah, my church, my church where I go to now, he do January is double Sunday January in honor of Dr. Martin Luther King. So every Sunday in January he do 2 Sundays. He do Sunday, then he do Sunday Monday. But then tomorrow will be Tuesday, and I'll be back to work. But today is like Sunday again, Shotty. We got to do 2 Sundays because folks didn't get a chance to come to church yesterday, so they got to come to church today. So I'm getting ready right now to do.
What does Jesus have to do with Martin Luther King's birthday?
Because Martin Luther King was he was Jesus' friend. They were cool like that.
Well, the song do say, "What a friend we have in Jesus."
To history.
What?
Do you pay attention to what Martin Luther King was about? He was all about. He talked about Jesus all the time. They were homeboys. He know him. He was a preacher.
So Martin Luther King was with the disciples.
He went with
the Last Supper.
He was just down with Jesus, and double church is an opportunity for more folks to come to the Lord. I'm trying to see Jesus' face when I die, and so he said, so come to church on Sunday. Then the next day, instead of saying Monday, you're gonna say it's Sunday again. So it's Sunday. Then Tuesday.
Right. So y'all go to church this morning. Are you going to 9 o'clock or 11 o'clock service?
Yeah, it's 9 o'clock service, and I'm on the usher board today, so I got to be there early. I got to be there at 8:30. That's why I ain't coming to work.
So do you usher in the back or the front? Yeah. What's your job on the usher board?
I be up in the front with a collection plate. I get I walk around with a little bucket, and folk put the envelope in there, put some little cash in there.
I prove that you go to the same one church song. Prove that you really go to church.
He made he
can't do Amazing Grace
when you want him to, but he gonna be on time, 'cause he's a God that be on time. He's a God on time God. That's all I'm saying. I ain't gonna waste my whole voice singing.
I finished the song. Let me show you this. He's an on time God. You finish it.
Yeah, he's an on time God. Yes, he is.
All right, all right, hold on. Finish this one. Just wanna praise you for
forever.
That was the scariest forever I've ever heard in my life.
When he went
nervous.
He started singing Jodeci, Forever My Lady.
All right, we'll see you tomorrow, Bledsoe.
I'll be there tomorrow because it's Sunday, Monday today, but tomorrow, Tuesday, I'll be there.
All right, boy.
The Rickey Smiley Morning Show, baby.
Hey, Brett. Hey, you keep me looking forward to another day.
Oh, Lord.
Did he not hit them notes, Brett? Did he not hit them notes, Brett?
You added a couple, but yeah.
Another day. That's my favorite part of that song. Me and Shamir, we in here dancing our ass off.
Lord, y'all need
Janai sent up and told me, it's too early. It's too early.
Brad, why am I here and you not here today?
Oh, she here.
She here. Oh, yes, I am.
Hold it.
She got the flu.
It's Gary. I wanna hip you to the T. It's Gary, baby.
Yeah, we'll keep it real. Brett is broadcasting live from home because she ain't finna get us sick. She has been banned from the studio. Brett, you okay over there?
I'm okay, man. Gary got everybody sick.
Wait a minute, niece.
Who got everybody sick?
Special K got us all sick.
Gary got everybody sick, and then Special K got everybody sick.
And then who? Alfreda's sick.
Yeah.
Gary was sick.
Yes, Lord. I thought I was going to die, but honey.
sick. Everybody sick.
Everybody sick. Janai, thank you for bringing it up because we can talk about it.
Listen, got to talk about that flu now.
Yeah.
That flu ain't no joke.
I was there, honey, and I was like, oh, where's Gary? Oh, they sick. What?
Well, Brett, how you feel this morning?
I feel better. I do feel better. Thank God.
She got natural herbs and spices, honey. She good.
Ooh, and I was definitely she sure do. Wake and bake, baby. Wake and bake.
Yeah.
Oh, she got natural herbs.
Wake and bake. Wake and bake.
I had to go through the pharmacist, baby. This girl went to her garden.
Yes. You better tell that garden.
Yes, baby.
Your secret garden.
That's right, honey. Ain't nobody mad but who, Brad? The devil.
Come on now.
Good morning, Brad. Good morning, Ricky. Good morning, Shamir. Good morning, everybody, honey. Honey. Everybody, honey. It's Monday, a beautiful day in the neighborhood. And here's what's happening in celebrity news, y'all. Sports analyst, y'all, Stephen A. Smith, baby. They say, honey, he gave his honest take on that fatal shooting of that mother of three, y'all, by an immigration and customs enforcement ICE agent in Minneapolis the other day. Now, they're saying Miss Renee Good, honey, she was shot, baby, in the face through the windshield of her SUV as she attempted to evade arrest, honey, after blocking the roadway in a protest against the ICE officers. Well, baby, hundreds of mourners attended a vigil for Miss Good, honey, and it just went on and on. But they say, but recently, y'all, in the episode of Mr. Stephen A. Smith's Straight Shooter podcast, they said he believed that the shooting was completely justified.
That's crazy.
Yes, baby. They said he said it was justified. He said, quote, I saw the video on numerous occasions and seeing what transpired from a lawful perspective as it pertains to a law enforcement official. Don't expect him, baby, to be prosecuted. He was completely justified, Stephen Smith said.
Yeah, I don't know.
Jesus,
now you can jump in on it. I don't know where he's falling in on the wrong side of so many issues.
Is he a lawyer? Like, what does this opinion
A sportscaster.
I know it. Like, hold on.
Yes, baby.
You're out of your lane right now.
Yeah, but he said from a humanitarian perspective, however, he said, why did you have to do that? He said, if you could move out the way, that means you could have shot the tires. That means you could have got a few feet away after you shot the tires. And if you were unsuccessful in doing that, you could have got her down the road. You didn't have to do that. And
who said that?
That's what people are saying, honey. They said, but she wasn't driving down the road, coming at you, y'all, at 90 miles an hour. She was parked in the middle of the street. And, y'all, rather than get out of the car, she wrongfully tried to drive off and wrongfully disregarded, y'all, a law enforcement official, which is exactly what ICE is, and as a result, lost her life because of it.
Man, that's
we just got to
for
keep
him
people
to fall on that side of the issue because we all know what we saw.
Yes.
And you're not going to tell us our eyes are lying.
Yeah, but
we saw what we saw.
But they said Rodney King got beat down. They said we know what we saw too, but they said he didn't. So.
Well, yeah, he had an all-white jury.
Yeah. I don't know, but we just got to pray, honey. I mean, Mr. Smith, honey, be saying some things. He's going to get a lot of likes, I guess.
Yeah, I think he does that for...
Got to.
I mean, if everybody wants Chick-fil-A, he's the one person that wants Miss Winters.
Yeah.
It's like...
shut up. Cut her mic off.
Yes,
cut her mic off.
Yes, Jesus.
Brett, don't laugh at her. I'm tired of Shamia this morning.
Yes, honey.
Brett, I'm sick of her.
Yes.
She said, how you go? Miss Winters closed, Shamia.
That's what I'm saying.
So, yes, Lord. Poor Miss Winters, honey. But nevertheless, honey, we're going to follow this story, y'all, and see if Stephen A. Smith going to continue keeping his job, honey, because he's saying what he got to say.
What about them green beans and Miss Winters?
Think about it.
Green beans, baby.
No, but what about that steak and gravy, though?
Come on,
Get that extra gravy on there.
Miss Winters was his.
It's Miss Winters, man.
My Lord, honey. Well, go ahead, Miss Winters. All right, moving on in other celebrity news, y'all. Oh, this is so touching. I'm sure everybody watched the Golden Globe award last night, y'all, and everybody's excited about it. Now, I know, Brett, you're going to love this. Now, it's being reported, y'all, that Snoop Dogg, y'all, was voted the worst dressed, y'all, at the Golden Globes Awards, honey. They said that mess he had on, honey. They said, honey, Snoop looked like, honey, black satin pajamas that featured red striped detailing on the blazer and the side of his pants. They said it was a mess. Then they went on to say, y'all, that Jennifer Lopez, she topped the list, y'all, of the worst dress, honey, at the Golden Globes, honey. They said she turned heads, honey, in a mesh dress with a brocade style detailing and, y'all, a dramatic tool hem. Brocade. B-R-O-C-A-D-E. You girls should, well, I forgot y'all know that. But anyway, yeah, brocade style. Brocade dress. A brocade style detailing, y'all, and a dramatic tool hem. Oh, but this is the one everybody's excited about. Brad, you're going to be excited. They say Miss Actress, honey, Tiana Taylor, baby. They say she usually dressed to the nines, y'all, the red carpet. They say, baby, Tiana, honey, won Best Female Actor in a Supporting Role for her performance in one battle after another. They say, but sadly, that damn dress didn't win any award. They say that dress was a mess, honey.
Shaw, you crazy.
No, well, they, honey, I know you told them.
She had a custom.
Yeah, I know you said that, Miss
we're not going to let you do that.
She wore a custom Schiaparelli haute couture. She wore a custom Schiaparelli haute couture halter gown that featured a sliced bodice. They said halter neckline and cascading drapery. They said the open back accentuated her cheekbone accent thong, and they said she wore some Tiffany jewelry. But people saying that dress was ugly and it didn't look
beautiful.
Oh my goodness. She looked, and she wore the crap out of that dress. Get out of here. Move on to you. Can't. We're not gonna let you do this. But I think
when she got up on the stage, though, she turned around and let them see that bow in the back of her dress. I'm gonna see the crack of her butt, honey. That just turned everybody off.
No, it did not turn me off.
Turn me off.
She looked amazing. She looked beautiful. God, please, we're not going to say nothing bad about Miss Tiana. Not today.
And they say Queen Latifah wore a big old green strapless down there. Didn't accentuate her curvy body. They said she looked like a can of corn. But I don't know.
I feel like you just hating this morning.
Look, girl, I'm just telling y'all what the people said, honey.
We ain't letting nothing be said.
No, we ain't going to let the devil win, honey.
No, not at all.
We ain't going to let him win, honey. But congratulations to Tiana. She won the award and stuff.
But then you're going to get a congratulations at the end.
Right.
You done drug her.
Nasty. Congratulations.
Yeah, it was beautiful though. Yeah, but it was nice.
Yeah, I gave her all of her flowers when I did the hot spot. Just in case you missed any of the flowers, she gets all of them.
Yes, she does, honey. Bless her spirit, Jesus. But anyway, honey, they said her dress just wasn't cute, honey. So
No, they didn't say that. I ain't heard that. I only heard you say that.
The dress was amazing. It was a Scaparelli, honey, and it was a custom gown. But just because
okay,
it's
you
custom
said that.
Okay,
that
don't mean it's cute, girl.
It is cute. It is cute. You know, she wore it. She ate in that dress. Yes, she did. Okay, no matter who it was by, she wore it, and it looked amazing.
Y'all arguing about that. I'm still over here laughing at that girl saying Chick-fil-A and Miss Winters.
The cologne today is one of my favorite cologne. My cologne today, y'all, is chili oil. On the high end, you say chili oil, Jini, and on the low end, you say beautiful brownish red. That's your cologne for today. Rickey's wearing chili oil today.
Yeah, that's beautiful. Y'all give it up for Gary with the T.
Yes, Jesus.
Gary, thank you for that.
Finance, wealth, and growth. It's Money Mondays on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, with the new year upon us, one of the best things we can, devote our time to is planning for the legacy we will leave behind. I know y'all don't want to talk about it, but we got to talk about it because 2 things you're going to do for sure. 3 things: pay taxes, stay black, and die. So whether you have $500 or $5 million, you will leave a legacy. Our money expert, Jini Thornton, is here to discuss what our listeners can do today to protect their legacy. So, Jini, so good to have you this morning. Thank you for being here.
Good morning. Happy Monday.
Of Alpha Kappa Alpha Sorority Incorporated.
Anniversary coming up this week, right?
How many years?
That's right. Absolutely.
What, 92? 91? What are you playing? What line?
93.
93.
I had to stop and think about that.
Yeah. North Carolina A&T Aggie Pride.
Aggie Pride.
All right, Jini, so the people assume legacy planning is just about having a will or trust. What are the simple things that people can do today?
One of the simple things people can do today is put a payable on death on your bank account. And so we always hear about it when people pass away, we cannot get to the money in the bank. Mm-hmm. And so a payable on death, Rickey, simply means you're going to pick the person that you want to be able to access your account after you are deceased. They are not joint. They will have no online access. Only thing they're going to be able to do now is just take the death certificate to the bank, and now they can have immediate access. Wow. So it's really important that we do that. Pick the person or people that you want to have access. Please let them know.
Say that again. Take the death certificate. I didn't know that.
So it's called a payable on death, or sometimes you'll hear transfer on death designation. You can do this with your bank and investment accounts. So that way, after you pass away, after the person passes away, the family member literally just takes the death certificate to the bank, and if their name is the one listed on the account, now that they can have immediate access to those funds. Wow. It could take us years to get access to some of our relatives' bank accounts. So doing that, it will take you 10 minutes at the bank literally to add somebody's name to be able to do that.
Well, why is it important to know our loved ones' work information, like their manager's contact information or the human resources contact?
Brat, think about it this way. Where we work holds the keys to the kingdom. Your health insurance, your life insurance, your disability insurance. Mm-hmm. So much about our lives are within our jobs. Right. Someone passes away. Are they going to get paid for their paid time off that they didn't use? What about their final paycheck? But you got to know who to call at their job. So please make sure your loved ones, you know who their manager is. Mm-hmm. They should give you a contact for HR or benefits, and also get their information for their closest friends at work too, because that's the person who can really help you navigate the system at their employer.
Okay,
that's true. Well, many of our loved ones aren't really comfortable having the talk. Anything about final wishes, where their important papers are. Right. Even who they bank with is like, why you want to know all that? It's really, I don't know. What advice do you give them? How do you encourage them to actually have the talk?
Well, we have to prepare for the talk because, a lot of times our relatives aren't ready. So know who you're talking to. When's the best time to have the conversation? Where do you need to be? Who else should or should not be in the room when you're going to have this conversation?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, because some folk don't need to be there.
I'm very specific, and I have children, but I have one child that's combative and argumentative.
Right.
And you're not going to disturb the kids that's peaceful.
Right.
So we're going to have something for you, but you're not going to go in there and cause chaos and stuff with that mess.
Yeah, no.
Or whatever song. Yeah, I was very specific on that.
The wrong person in the room can change all of the energy.
Yeah.
And also, just be realistic. You may not get everything you need from them in this one conversation. But having your affairs in order, Ricky, it's an act of love. You know, part of it is business, but we know all bets are off when people pass away. So we want to have some order. We really got to take the time to have our affairs in order and make sure we're properly communicating with our loved
back
ones.
to what you said, Jani. You said putting the right people. And so tell me and be very specific.
Okay.
When you say put the right people in charge, be very specific so people can know.
So think about it this way. If you have a company and you're hiring an employee, you're going to look for the person most qualified for the job, not the person that you like the most. So you may have a sister or a brother or a child. You love them. Does not mean that they are capable of raising your minor children if you pass away, wrapping up your business affairs as your executor. That's not the person you may want to make the healthcare decisions for you if you're sick and you can't make them for yourself. Who is most qualified? And more than likely, they may not be related to you at all. And that's okay. That's okay. But who can do the job? Who do you trust? Who can handle business? You know, and who is going to carry out your wishes without creating havoc and turning your whole family upside down? Because we all have people like that in our families.
Oh, yeah.
Not just you. We all do. So those are the people, again, you may love them. You may love them. You may be closely related, but they cannot have that job because we know what's going to happen.
Okay, Brett, I know you had a question. Listen, I need y'all to hit us up at 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. More with Jani Thornton coming up next. We're going to be taking your phone calls. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Brett is broadcasting live from Grady Memorial Hospital. Jani, she wasn't finna come in here and get us sick.
Come on now.
We plug that microphone up into the blood pressure machine. Good morning, Brett. How you feeling?
First of all, I feel fine. Thank you very much. So
anybody, what room are you in at Grady?
I'm definitely not at Grady. Never even been to Grady before.
If she at Grady, they got her in the hallway on the bed.
Drove by Grady. Never been to Grady.
Sure enough.
They got her.
They just got to sit in the hall on the stretcher.
In no room.
They just died right there in the hall.
Don't do Grady like
Let
that.
her know, Brad, you ain't never been to Miss Grady.
Brad got too much money for Grady.
She ain't never been to Miss
Got
Grady.
too
Only
much
drove
money.
past her.
Past her, girl.
And drove past quickly, the windows up, doors locked.
No, I've never even been there. I'm from Chicago, so I don't. Y'all funny.
She used to the county hospital.
So I don't know anything bad about. Is Grady bad?
She's like, I'm more of an Emory girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
baby,
North
these girls
Side.
in Atlanta put Grady baby on their arms. Honey. One of the girls got a tattoo, girl. She works right down the hall. She got Grady baby on her arm.
Ooh, she said they had you in the hallway on a bed.
Yes, baby, with an IV drip, honey.
Ma'am, we'll get you in a minute.
Hotline.
Oh my God! It is Monday. Jani Thornton. Y'all know not to put me and Shamir in a room together. I don't know why people decide that this is a good idea because both of us got ADHD and we just ain't
All
right.
over the place.
We ain't right. We ain't take our medicine. 866-9-RICKY, 866-9-RICKEY. We talking about finances and helping you with your what do you call it?
What's your estate planning today?
It's estate planning. So hit us up. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
So my question for Jani is, I did my income taxes last year, and I never got them back. I got a letter from the IRS saying they needed the verification, did that, and then also they said that there needs to be some background information. So I was trying to see exactly what should be some next steps I should do.
Good morning. What it sounds like to me, not that you've been flagged, but it sounds like potentially fraud. People don't understand with the IRS how common it is for other people to file using your name and social security number. Now you come behind them and file. So it sounds like, again, more of a verification thing. So, again, whatever they're asking for, please submit it and be patient because it's definitely, they're grossly understaffed. It's going to take some time for them to process your information.
Okay, you're with Jani Thornton. Good morning.
Yeah, I just want to know, is it possible for me to add an amendment, add an amendment to a contract so that I can amend a certain portion of my estate plan without having the entire estate updated by an attorney?
Good morning. That's a really good question. And yes, you can do an amendment and not have to update and refile everything. So yes, if you have a will, you can make an amendment to your will. You can make an amendment to your trust with your minor modifications. Thank you for that question.
All right, y'all, with Jini Thornton, good morning.
Yes, good morning. I have a question in regards to like estate planning. Just kind of wondering what's best to get, a will or a trust?
Good morning. They're actually two different things, and they have two very different jobs. So think about it. Your will tells people what to do. So who's going to get what? And, for example, who do you want to be the guardian over your minor children or your adult children with special needs? So the will tells people what to do. The trust job is to distribute your assets. So what you're saying is, I don't want my loved ones to get my money or whatever I have going to them all at one time. I want it to go into a trust, and then they can get it over a period of time, which for a lot of us, that's the best thing to do, because a lot of us, people aren't equipped to get everything at one time.
Nope. Absolutely.
And it's not even just kids. Adults aren't ready. You know, you get $10,000, $100,000 or whatever at one time, it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
And so the trust job is really to protect people. And so that way the money goes into the trust, and then it gets distributed as you choose how you want your family to receive it.
Right. You're on with Jini Thornton. Good morning.
Yeah, my question is, do all banks provide that form for for the person when I pass to have access to my monies? Because I've tried that, and banks tell me that I have to bring the person in and have them to sign. So I need a clarification on that, if you would.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for asking that. So we were talking about the payable on death or transfer on death. Now, what is a little confusing, every bank does have a different process. So I have been to some banks where it's required that those documents are notarized. I've been to some banks where you just run in, 5 minutes later, you are done. So you have to find out the rules. Now, that's interesting. I've never heard that you have to bring the person. I know that you have to have their information, name, social security number, and all of that. But again, please contact the bank and be clear on what the rules are, because every bank is different.
All right, y'all, listen, y'all need to get it. Jini, real quick,
Yes.
let us know about the Legacy Life Organizer. And how can they order? Y'all have to get this book. You got to fill it out.
Right. The Legacy Life Organizer that Ricky's talking about, you can go to LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. Again, LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. If you use the code RADIO, RADIO, you can get 50% off. And this is your guide to help you organize your affairs. And the good thing about this, Ricky, is you don't need no lawyer to do this.
Right.
You can do this. You can organize your affairs yourself, which is really important. So getting the will and trust, that's all important. But it don't matter if people can't find your important papers. It don't matter if you haven't updated your life insurance beneficiary. So this Legacy Life Organizer will guide you. So again,
you got an extra minute. I have one more question to ask you. We'll bring you back on the Dave. We're gonna bring her back on the other side. More Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up. All right, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Brat is broadcasting live from Grady Memorial Hospital. Jini, she went finna come in here and get us sick.
Come on now.
We plug that microphone up into the blood pressure machine. Good morning, Brad. How you feeling?
First of all, I feel fine. Thank you very much.
Anybody? What room are you in at Grady?
I'm definitely not at Grady. Never even been to Grady before.
If she at Grady, they got her in the hallway on the bed.
That's by Grady. Never been to Grady.
Sure enough.
They got them out. They just got to sit in the hall on the stretcher.
No room.
Let you down right there in the hall.
Don't do Grady like
Let
that.
her know, Brad, you ain't never been to Miss Grady.
Brad got too much money for Grady.
She ain't never been to Miss
Got
Grady.
too
Only
much
drove
money.
past her.
Past her, girl.
And drove past quickly, the windows up, doors locked.
No, I've never even been there. I'm from Chicago, so I don't. Y'all funny.
She used to the county hospital.
So I don't know anything bad about. Is Grady bad?
She's like, I'm more of an Emory girl.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Baby,
North
these girls
Side.
in Atlanta put Grady Baby on their arms. Honey. One of the girls got a tattoo, girl. She works right down the hall. She got Grady Baby on her arm.
Ooh, she said they had you in the hallway on a bed.
Yes, baby, with an IV drip, honey.
Ma'am, we'll get you in a minute.
Flatline.
Oh my God!
Y'all
It is
crazy.
Monday. Jini Thornton. y'all know not to put me and Shamir in a room together. I don't know why people decide that this is a good idea because both of us got ADHD and we just ain't right. We ain't right. We ain't take our medicine. 8669 Ricky 866-9RICKEY. We talking about finances and helping you with your what do you call it?
What's your estate planning today?
It's estate planning. So hit us up. Let's go to the phones. Good morning.
So my question for Jini is, I did my income taxes last year, and I never got them back. I got a letter from the IRS saying they needed the verification, did that, and then also they said that there would need to be some background information. So I was trying to see exactly what should be some next steps I should do.
Good morning. What it sounds like to me, not that you've been flagged, but it sounds like potentially fraud. People don't understand with the IRS how common it is for other people to file using your name and social security number. Now you come behind them and file. So it sounds like, again, more of a verification thing. So, again, whatever they're asking for, please submit it and be patient because it's definitely, they're grossly understaffed. It's going to take some time for them to process your information.
Okay, you're with Jini Thornton. Good morning.
Yeah, I just want to know, is it possible for me to add an amendment, add an amendment to a contract so that I can amend a certain portion of my estate plan without having the entire estate updated by an attorney?
Good morning. That's a really good question. And yes, you can do an amendment and not have to update and refile everything. So yes, if you have a will, you can make an amendment to your will. You can make an amendment to your trust with your minor modifications. Thank you for that question.
All right, y'all with Jini Thornton. Good morning.
Yes, good morning. I have a question in regards to like estate planning. Just kind of wondering what's best to get, a will or a trust?
Good morning. They're actually two different things, and they have two very different jobs. So think about it. Your will tells people what to do. So who's going to get what? And, for example, who do you want to be the guardian over your minor children or your adult children with special needs? So the will tells people what to do. The trust job is to distribute your assets. So what you're saying is, I don't want my loved ones to get my money or whatever I have going to them all at one time. I want it to go into a trust, and then they can get it over a period of time, which for a lot of us, that's the best thing to do because a lot of us, people aren't equipped to get everything at one time.
Nope. Absolutely.
And it's not even just kids. Adults aren't ready. You know, you get $10,000, $100,000 or whatever at one time, it's going to be gone.
Yeah.
And so the trust job is really to protect people. And so that way the money goes into the trust and then it gets distributed as you choose how you want your family to receive it.
Right. You're on with Jini Thornton. Good morning.
Yeah, my question is, do all banks provide that form for for the person when I pass to have access to my monies? Because I've tried that and banks tell me that I have to bring the person in and have them to sign. So I need a clarification on that, if you would.
Okay, good morning. Thank you for asking that. So we were talking about the payable on death or transfer on death. Now, what is a little confusing, every bank does have a different process. So I have been to some banks where it's required that those documents are notarized. I've been to some banks where you just run in, 5 minutes later, you are done. So you have to find out the rules. Now, that's interesting. I've never heard that you have to bring the person. I know that you have to have their information, name, social security number, and all of that. But again, please contact the bank and be clear on what the rules are because every bank is different.
All right, y'all. Listen, y'all need to get it. Jini, real quick.
Yes.
Let us know about the Legacy Life Organizer. How can they order? Y'all have to get this book. You got to fill it out.
Right. The Legacy Life Organizer that Ricky's talking about, you can go to LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. Again, LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. If you use the code RADIO, RADIO, you can get 50% off. And this is your guide to help you organize your affairs. And the good thing about this, Ricky, is you don't need no lawyer to do this.
Right.
You can do this. You can organize your affairs yourself, which is really important. So getting the will and trust, that's all important. But it don't matter if people can't find your important papers. It don't matter if you haven't updated your life insurance beneficiaries. So this Legacy Life Organizer will guide you.
So now let everybody know how you can be reached because people, we really need to have you on all day one day where we can have this conversation because people fall out doing death and weddings, split families because the business is not being taken care of and people don't want to have the tough conversation. We all gonna pay taxes, stay black, and die. That's 3 things for certain.
That's for sure.
And Jani, let everybody know how you could be reached.
Okay. So if you have any questions, you can always follow me at Jini Thornton. That's JiniThornton. And again, if you need help planning your legacy, you can go to LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. Again, LegacyLifeOrganizer.com. Use the code radio, and you can get the guide to help you and your families have a conversation and to get your affairs in order. So again, we were talking about finding important papers and life insurance and having the family meetings. All of that is important, but we need some assistance on getting it going.
Absolutely.
Don't be afraid to have those conversations, because it doesn't have to be like Rickey is talking about, where families stop speaking and fighting over stuff. Let's get some order.
And tonight, I just want to say this, and we probably can do this other story. We probably don't worry about that other story. We'll get to it later. We cannot automatically assume that people are going to do the right thing when somebody in your family dies.
No.
If you want to make sure that you don't get excluded, or whatever, my kid, I call all my kids came to town. And so we got to have a conversation. If I die, it's something, one of them already has started crying, saying, hey, we have to have a conversation, because we all going to leave here.
Right.
We got to have a conversation.
Have your affairs in order.
And, or whatever. And I got 2 nephews that's not biologically related, but they are calm, and they are alpha males, and they're educated, and I know they are disciplined and respectful, or whatever. I have all of them like in the wheel to keep calm.
Absolutely.
Or whatever. But and Brett, you know my family.
Absolutely.
You know my family. And I want to thank Brett. Brett came to one of my cousin's funeral.
Okay.
And Brett, I want to always thank you, because you always show up for me. And he was a little person or whatever. And I didn't invite the rest of the morning show. I invited Brett, because Brett is cool and calm. So we did the funeral arrangements or whatever. So I was like, we should get a regular size casket. Okay.
Here we go.
So then when they got the regular size casket, they opened up Brett. When they opened up the casket, the body was not in there. I was like, well, what the hell is going on or whatever. Come to find out, when they took the casket out the hearse to take it up the steps into the main sanctuary.
Rickey.
You stupid.
He slid down.
He slid down. He was down at the bottom.
Oh, my
If they would have just got an Amazon box or some Velcro on the back.
But you didn't want to get half off the casket? If you
Hey,
just got
Shamia,
half?
we ain't going to do this. This is my family we talking about.
Yes, Lord.
Don't sit on this morning show and be... Brad was there.
She saw it.
She did.
Brad.
Y'all can't find the body. Brad.
Don't do that. Brad.
What?
15 minutes after the hour, more Rickey Smiley Morning Show coming up.
News headlines, entertainment, sports. It's the front page on the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
All right, y'all, Rickey Smiley Morning Show is 23 minutes after the hour, y'all. Alfreda's is out with the flu. Brett is broadcasting live from Grady Memorial Hospital because she's sick, but she home. But she's sick. Brett, I hope you feel better.
Yes.
But thank you for having enough love and respect, to keep us safe. Gary was sick. He back
First
at
of all,
work.
ain't nobody
Yes,
getting no
Lord.
Grady, so stop saying that.
Oh.
I'm not at no hospital. I'm at my house.
Oh.
Okay.
Y'all
so
gonna
don't
leave
do
Brad
that.
alone.
Well,
That's
somebody
right.
called
I'm
us
trying
and
to be
said,
considerate for y'all and not get anybody else sick
they called
because
me
they
and
wasn't
said-
considerate for me
Well, Beyonce and them lied and said you were broadcasting
because
from
they
Brady.
were sick. As in
Whatever.
Gary and
Something
Special K.
your insurance or something. I don't know. I'm not going to get into all of that.
Yeah, that
That's
might-
your
You
personal
lying, you
business.
lying on them.
That might
Now you
sound a
lying
little
on
hollow.
them.
Oh, you're not.
Like in the
You
hallway.
lying on them.
So what, Gary?
You're not lying. I don't know why Brett
But
thinks
that's
you're
what they
lying.
said. Well, your location's just
You
showing
lying.
Grady.
Exactly.
You
So
lying
Grady-
on them.
Grady, how far Grady from the radio
Right down the
station?
street.
Well, your location's showing you right now. Where you at, Brett?
GPS.
Yeah, you ain't never had my location. You ain't never had my location.
Little
Don't
hollow
do that.
over there.
Lord, honey. What's
Don't
that
do
song?
that.
This is a song about location.
Oh no. But Brett, we hope you feel better and can come
Thank you
come
so
in
much.
or
Thank you
whatever.
so much.
But when you get out, from wherever you at. Just
More
come
than
right
happy
on
to
up the
tell
street.
people I
We're
was
right here.
great, honey. Really great
Okay.
little child. All the good
Okay.
food they got over there.
Say what, Gary?
I'd be more than happy to tell people I'm at Greater. Honey. That's a proud moment here.
Well,
in
that's
American
good
history.
for you. I've never been there, so I wouldn't lie like that.
Well, we going, honey. I'm to come get you now.
I ain't going nowhere with you.
Shamir got your front page. What's up, Shamir?
Hey, everybody. It's Monday,
I'm
January
sorry,
12th.
Shamir Moore from the Real Housewives of Atlanta, filling in. I am so sorry. I'm sorry. Go ahead, baby.
Best friends, it's Monday, January 12th. Afrita's out, but I got you this morning. Here are your news headlines this morning. President Trump is said to be considering military options in Iran and following through on his threat to attack after anti-government protests in the country have turned more deadly. This week marks the third week of protests in Iran, and as of yesterday, about 580 people have reportedly been killed, and over 10,000 people have been detained by authorities since the unrest began. The protests began in response to Iran's struggling economy and soaring inflation following years of sanctions from the United States and other nations. Also in the news, after 2 runs, Stacey Abrams says she's stepping out of the 2026 race for the Georgia governor. Now, the list of candidates for Georgia governor now include former Atlanta Mayor Keisha Lance Bottoms, Derek Jackson, and Michael Thurman, just to name a few. The primaries take place on May 19th, 2026. And lastly, most of the time, it's bags filled with the usual clothes, toiletries, and other mundane items. In 2025, TSA officers across the country answered that question more times than anyone would think. And here are some of the strangest things TSA confiscated last year. According to the reports from the agency and interviews with the officers, it was a handgun tucked inside a guitar case, a flashlight that turned out to be a stun gun, a knife hidden in a belt buckle, crystal meth hidden in candles, and last but not least, a live turtle in a passenger's pants. Gary, was that you?
No, baby, I would have had a rabbit, but no.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Not their old rabbit in the hat trick.
Oh, God. Oh, God.
Those are your top stories in the front page news today. Now, here's a look at sports.
Rock T, the sports genius, is in the building.
Already, man. NFL playoffs was off the chain over the weekend. Let's start with the Rams, man. They beat Carolina. Carolina, man, they played them all the way down to the end. Yeah. Rams got the thing done, though. Buffalo beat Jacksonville. Josh Allen survives a close one right there.
Man.
Yeah, man. Jackson. I was kind of rooting for Jacksonville.
Shout out to everybody in Buffalo, New York, listening to us this morning. Congratulations on that win.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. He ain't got Josh ain't got Patrick Mahomes in his way no more. So we're gonna see if we can take it all the way to the bowl. San Fran beat Philadelphia. They knocked off the Super Bowl champs. The Chargers lose to the New England Patriots, who quietly may be the best team in the NFL, man. I'm just saying.
Right.
So, biggest game of the weekend. How about them Chicago Bears, man? How about the Bears, man?
Moving guys around. Fires to the end zone, and it is broken up. The Bears win it in a crazy one.
Comeback victory over the
Packers. Now you see why their quarterback won the Heisman Trophy there. That dude be out there balling.
Hey, man, he earned my respect. Caleb Williams earned my respect, man.
He been low-key killing them, though, Rock. I've been watching them.
No, come on, man. This season is freaking monumental, man. First playoff win since 2010 for the Bears. They was down 18 points at one point, down 27-16 with less than 7 minutes to go, and Caleb Williams led back-to-back touchdown drives, man.
Hey, Rock.
So, yeah, man.
And why everybody trying to make it seem like Indiana's just going to kill Miami? All the people that listen to us on Hot 105, South Florida, they just act like Miami don't have a chance against Indiana.
They don't.
And we got people listening. You going to say that when people listen to us in Indianapolis? What are we on, WTTO?
Yeah, listen, I got love for Miami. I got love for the U. But Indiana is the truth, dog. I'm just saying.
Oh, they're going to beat Miami?
Yes.
Rock, we got to see that.
Look, I'm rooting. I'm actually rooting for Miami, but Indiana gonna win the game.
106.7 Indianapolis. You gonna do the Indianapolis listeners like that?
Indiana,
everybody listen to us in Naptown.
Indiana gonna win, dog. I've been saying that the whole year, though. Ain't nothing new.
But don't they remind you of the 2016 Alabama?
Man, dog. For
they
real,
dog.
like for real, man. That's
they be swarming to the ball.
Grown man over there.
But that number eight for Miami, man, he be laying that hat, that free safety back there. They gonna have to. He gonna knock a couple of them receivers out.
Hey, Bang got to come on.
I got Miami by 3.
No, sir.
I got Miami by 3.
Sometimes you're just a flat-out better team, and Indiana is proving that they're the best team in the country.
All right, we going to see.
There it is, man. So follow me on social media at Rock T Holla. Brad got the hot spot right now.
The hot spot. Drop it like it's hot. Drop it like it's hot.
So hot and that's hot. You can catch me at the hot spot. It's the BR18.
All right, y'all, it's the bottom of the hour, y'all. Rickey Smiley Morning Show. Listen, y'all, we got the one and only out with the flu, but in, still dedicated and committed to the job, broadcasting live. Pull up the address. Broadcasting live from Grady Memorial Hospital. Yes, sir. The first rapper to sell over 1 million albums, Gary.
More than a million,
more than what you ever do in your lifetime.
Than I will ever do in my life.
Yes,
Turn it
sir.
into money, though.
Yes, sir. Broadcasting live. What is that address? Beyonce,
right up the street.
Wait, is what?
80 Jesse Hill Drive. That's right around the corner, baby. Right there from
Y'all
Jesse
gonna leave
Hill
my girl
Drive.
alone.
Ain't no wrong with honey, Miss
I don't
Jesse
care
Hill.
about what they talking about, child. They
80
lying
Jesse
one
Hill.
lie after another.
Right there, Miss 80
One
Jesse
lie
Hill,
after
baby.
another. So the Golden Globes went down last night, and it was a huge moment for Tiana Taylor, the Grammy-nominated singer, actress, dancer. She picked up her first ever Golden Globe-winning Best Supporting Actress in a motion picture for her role as Perfidia Beverly Hills in One Battle After Another. Now, Tiana beat out some heavy hitters in that category, including Emily Blunt, Elle Fanning, Ariana Grande, and more. And when her name was called, she was visibly emotional, bursting into tears and delivering a heartfelt acceptance speech that had the room locked in. And here's what she had to say, y'all.
First, Father God, in the name of Jesus, I thank you and I praise you for every part of this faith walk, every lesson, every test, and every blessing. Thank you to the Golden Globe voters for seeing me and reminding me that purpose always finds this moment. To my tribe, oh my God, my grounding force, my joy, my daily reminder that love is an action, not just a word. And everything I do is rooted in that truth. And last, but most importantly, to my brown sisters and little brown girls watching tonight, our softness is not a liability. Our depth is not depth. It's not too much. Our light does not need permission to shine. We belong in every room we walk into. Our voices matter and our dreams deserve space. Thank you so much, everybody.
All the girls on Jesse Hill Drive was talking.
Gary, stop. Go ahead, Brett.
What did he say?
No, he was trying to give out. Still talking about your location. Go ahead, Brett.
Oh my God, Lord, it's played out at this point, Gary. I'm not.
I told him that. I was like, girl, yes, you was on Jesse Hill Drive. Hell, I mean, yes, it was a beautiful moment. 80 Jesse Hill Drive.
It's okay. This is a major career milestone and a well-deserved win for Tiana Taylor. So congratulations go out to her. We absolutely love her on the show, and she's worked very, very hard. All right, y'all. Moving on, the BMF documentary "Blowing Money Fast" is coming back with a second season. Season 2 is produced by 50 Cent and will have 6 episodes and will focus on an exclusive interview with BMF co-founder Terry Lee Flannery, aka Southwest T. Now, this season will highlight his role as the mastermind, his deep bond with his brother Meech, and the ultimate breakdown of their relationship as power, paranoia, and pressure from law enforcement drove them apart. Now, the series will explore the rise and fall of BMF and their untold story and the lasting legacy that they left behind. The new season comes out this Friday, January 16th, and new episodes stream weekly on Fridays via Starz app and the network streaming and on-demand platforms. All right, y'all, we're going to wrap up the hotspot on that note, but for more information on these stories and more, you can go to RickeySmileyMorningShow.com, and you can catch me on all my social media. So Brett. Coming up next, y'all, we got Dwight Stone with the Praise Mixdown. The time now is 26 minutes before the top of the hour. It's the Rickey Smiley Morning Show.
Hey, good morning, Mr. Mark. We happy to have you, and I know there's a lot going on in Black America.
Good morning, Ricky. Once again, I'm here with the state of Black America. Today, Minneapolis. The fatal shooting of Renee Nicole Good by reckless immigration enforcement agents has rightfully ignited a storm of controversy for many reasons. This administration has accelerated its ruthless immigration enforcement activities, sending mass, untrained, armed officers with little experience into major cities, primarily led by political opponents. And now 9 people have been shot by agents. Now here's the reason for the outrage. the federal government's response. The Immigration Enforcement Agency, the vice president, immediately took to social media after Renee Nicole Good was shot and killed to defend and place blame on the deceased, to lie and lie and lie by stating that the driver attempted to assault officers with a vehicle. This false accusation, these lies, have been debunked by videos from multiple angles of the incident. This is chilling. In black communities, we are no strangers to surveillance and over-policing. Jim Crow laws enacted during Reconstruction, CIA-led tactics to suppress civil rights leaders in the 1960s. To Trayvon Martin and George Floyd, African Americans know what extreme policing, unconstitutional policing is all about. We're going to mourn the death of Renee Good and hope for the recovery of the other two people shot the day after by ICE officers in Portland, Oregon. We must stand by the First Amendment that protects free speech and the right to protest peacefully. We must stand by the Fourth Amendment's protection of American citizens from unreasonable search and seizure. That's what we saw in the disturbing videos in Minneapolis. And now it's resulted in death and serious injury. We will stand beside, and I ask you to stand beside, those people fighting for justice against this rising tyranny in all forms. I'm Mark Morial. This is the State of Black America. Follow me on all social media, and I'll see you next week on the radio.